Hello everyone and welcome to this new tutorial. Today we will learn how to create walls with several layers. We will create complex composite walls, and we will learn what are stacked walls and how to create them. So let's start right away. First we open a new project using the architecture template or any other customized template you use for architectural projects. Under Architecture tab click Walls and choose any wall. Let's pick the generic 300mm and create our new wall. Click to start drawing and hit Escape twice to exit wall command. Now we start customizing our wall. Select the wall and go to Edit Type. The first thing we must do before any modifications to the wall parameters is to duplicate the wall and rename it. We will rename our wall to Wall-01. Then go to Edit and click to modify the structure of the wall. We will start by assigning a material to the wall by pressing the small square beside the category. This will take us to the material screen where we will choose concrete masonry units as the structure material of our wall. Press OK twice to return to the drawing screen. Let's set our viewing to fine in order to display the wall hatch. Click on the wall and go to Edit Type to start adding new layers to our wall. The layers of the wall are displayed between two core boundaries separating the finish layers to an exterior where the upper one is facing the exterior side above and an interior side below. Stand on the core boundary and press Insert to create a new wall layer on both sides of the structure wall. Then we assign a material for the new layers. We will add a 2 cm plaster layer on both sides of the wall. If you can't find a plaster material, pick any material with similar characteristics and duplicate it. Then rename it to plaster and assign it to the external finish layer. Give the plaster a thickness of 2 cm. Repeat the same steps to assign a material and thickness to the interior finish layer. Let's go back to the plan view of our wall. I will switch the scale to 1 to 10 in order to see a more detailed view. As you can see, the 2 plaster finish layer were added to both sides of the structure core and the 3 layers are acting as a single wall unit. Let's continue editing our wall by adding more layers. Assume we need to add cladding to the exterior of the wall. As we did before, we will press the Edit type and hit the Edit button. Before adding new layers, adjust the types of the plaster layers created before to be finish layers. Use Finish 1 for the exterior and Finish 2 for the interior. Now insert a new layer to the exterior side. Move it to the top and assign Finish 1 as a type. Assign an appropriate material to the new layer that would be convenient as a cladding material. I will choose common brick for example and assign it as a material to the cladding layer and adjust the thickness to 12 cm. Returning to the plan view, we can see the cladding layer has been added to our wall. Repeating the previous steps will enable you to create any type of multi-layer walls you may need in your project. Follow this workflow and the types of composite walls you will generate are unlimited regardless of the materials used, either as a structure or a finish layer. Notice that you can also include substrate layers and insulation layers to your walls as per the specs of your project. Now let me show you a very useful tip on how to include 2 finishing materials on a single wall layer. Let's assume you are creating a wall in a kitchen and you need the lower half of your wall to be ceramic tiles while the rest of the wall will remain as plaster to be painted later. To do this, we can go to the Edit tab and go down to the Modify Vertical Structure section. Pick the Split Region tool and in the preview screen pick a point on the exact height you want to split the wall materials at. You will notice 2 things. First, that the plaster layer has been split at the point you chose. Second, the plaster thickness for this layer has changed to variable. Insert a new finish layer and assign a new material to it. In our case, we will choose ceramic tiles. Now click the Assign Layers command and go back to the preview screen and click the lower part of the finish layer. Click OK. And there you go, your finish layer is composed of both ceramic tiles and plaster. This was done without affecting the rest of the wall layers. Now for the rest of this tutorial we will be discussing stacked walls in Revit. In Autodesk Revit, stacked walls refer to walls that are composed of multiple layers or courses. These layers can have different materials, thicknesses, and properties, allowing for more detailed and accurate representation of real-world construction. Stacked walls are commonly used in building information modeling, BIM, to accurately model walls that have different materials or functions within a single wall assembly. The use of stacked walls in Revit provides several benefits. Firstly, it allows for more accurate quantity takeoffs and cost estimation, as each layer can be assigned a specific material and thickness. This level of detail can also improve the accuracy of energy analysis and simulation, as the software can account for the different thermal properties of each layer. Additionally, stacked walls can improve the visual representation of walls in 3D views, as each layer is represented individually, providing a more realistic depiction of the wall construction. Let's take our wall and change it to a stacked wall. You can find one pre-created stacked wall in the bottom of the Walls menu. As you can see, the wall consists of two parts above each other of different thickness and different material. Now we will modify this wall to create our customized stacked wall. Select the wall and go to Edit Type. Click Duplicate and rename the duplicated wall as Wall 1. Now go to Edit and start modifying the new stacked wall. Select the bottom section of the wall and assign a new material from the drop list. Do the same with the upper part of the wall. We can also add a new part to our wall by choosing Insert. The height of the new part can be adjusted to the desired value. Now review the outcome. Congratulations, you have created your first stacked wall. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see more tutorials like this one. Also, please remember that your likes and shares are what ensures the continuity of this channel. See you next tutorial.